Hey YouTube, how's it going? I'll tell you what, you know what's going on here? Hot. Tons and tons and tons of hot. Temperature got up upwards of 95 to 97 degrees today. Humidity was, I would say, from the feel of it, at least as high as the temperature. Really muggy and uncomfortable as all get out. The one saving grace is that what's left of Tropical Storm Bill is headed this direction, and I am hoping that it will cool things down. And if things do get cool, I am going to close the house up while the cool is in here and keep it that way for as long as I can tomorrow or today or whatever, you know what I mean. I was going to give this yesterday's date, but I didn't get started recording till after midnight, so there you go. Anyway, I want to talk about a book. Now, like a lot of people these days, I don't very often take a lot of time out to read, to just read. I enjoy reading, don't get me wrong, but I don't generally take a whole lot of time for it these days. But I've heard a lot about this particular story, and I had to read it. I had to check it out. And so I got into The Martian. Now, this book is, quite frankly, an amazing story. It is great. One of the things I love about this story is that it is all plausible stuff. The movie opens basically with a disaster happening in a manned mission to Mars, where the situation comes up that they have to abort. They have to get to their ascent vehicle and bug out. And they have to do it fast because there's a real seriously major Martian sandstorm coming at them with winds that will just destroy the whole base and tip over their ascent vehicle, which would ruin their chances to leave completely, and so on. But the whole thing, everything in the story, it's all quite reasonably plausible that things could go this way, and that events, as they are portrayed in the book at least, could conceivably happen that way. Things could work that way. It's plausible stuff. It's science fiction without being aliens from another galaxy infesting somebody's body and taking over the universe or whatever. Nothing like that, no. And the guy doesn't pull a warp drive out of his pocket or a transporter or something like that, which, while cool ideas, they're not exactly plausible with current technology levels of real world. This stuff is all plausible stuff. It's all very reasonable to assume that stuff like this could actually go down the way it does in this story. It's excellent. There is a lot of tension. There are moments of extreme action. And one of the things I like about the story is that most of it is told first person, from the central guy who was left on Mars, from his point of view. And the book does it in the form of log entries, where he's talking about what he's done over the previous day or three or whatever, however long he goes between logs. And he's talking about what he's had to do to survive and to extend his food supply, and how he's dealt with unexpected disasters, and how he managed, and what he did to manage to reestablish contact with Earth, given that their radio setup was completely destroyed in that storm, and so on. It's fantastic stuff. It's riveting. I literally could not stop from the time I started that thing till the time I finished the last word. I could not stop to read. It was one marathon read. I haven't done that in years, and it was really very satisfying read. It was excellent. Awesome. If you get a chance to get the book, The Martian, you want to. Trust me, you want to, especially if you're a fan of plausible reality type science fiction. It's really, really good stuff. And from what I have seen of the movie trailer, based on this book. It looks like they're going to be going fairly close to the book. Of course, it's hard to judge that from a movie trailer, but it looks good so far. The little bit that they show in the trailer looks good. And I can't wait to get an opportunity to see that. So there you go. The Martian in a nutshell. Get it. You'll be glad you did. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.
Mr. TinFoilChef.